Alright. So what's going on, guys? I know a bit of a quiet start there. Just making my post and sharing it on the old Facebook and all that. Letting everybody know I'm live. We're going up against the Broncos this week. And you see there, we have the 30th ranked offense and the first ranked defense. Denver's defense is solid, though. They lead the league in forcing turnovers.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you.
Welcome to the stream. And I'm going to go ahead and skip all this pregame mumbo jumbo. I hope you don't care. What's up, Phil? How are you today? Alright, kickoff time is a go. And Colin takes it around the 5. Gets to the 26.
To the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran.
You see there, I got a 72% completion percentage. That is actually 4% higher than last season.
He has been in the league a long time.
Yeah, I haven't been in the league a long time. This is my second year. Fuckface. Living that dream. That Phil dream. Drinking gin and being sad.
A gain of 3, second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
See if they stay on the ground.
Last season, not last season, but the last project I did when we were the Oakland Raiders, I didn't have nearly the same amount as of interest and intrigue. And what a run there for Dylan. So there was a lot more holes on defense to fill you and Aaron and company there. Another reason why I wanted to get away from having two versions of you, one on offense, one on defense, is especially on something like special teams, sometimes there'd be two Phils on the field. And I kind of wanted to make it like, I didn't want to have two of each of you guys, but I need an offensive line. You know, you guys don't get any love. I should scramble right here. Nope, gonna throw it. And I missed my receiver. That was a dumb decision. And so, the decision to just create one of you guys and put you on offense wasn't necessarily an easy one, but I feel like it was a necessary one. And yeah, this Broncos defense is scary. They're one of the best in all time. Especially that secondary. And so far, Dylan's had plenty of success running the ball. We should probably feed him some more time in the pocket again. And we hit Eric Thompson. Nice pass.
And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route.
And you've seen Eric drop a little bit in his efficiency. I believe he's going into his he's either 33 or 34 this season, so he's, you know, the elite wideouts start declining around 30, and by about 35 they're usually out of the league. So he's starting to dip really quick, and Dylan gets nowhere that time. And Dylan has seen a decrease in his overall touches on offense. Part of that has to do with Nate Reich and the auto sub sliders that I've changed. But even though he's getting the ball less, he's getting more yards per game. Although he's getting less yards per carry, I believe. He's getting 0.1 more yards per carry, I think, something like that. I wrote down some notes, but you know, I figured it'd be smart to go into the game with a handful of notes so I could have them to spearhead some discussion. Von Miller gets to me there, no good. So 3rd and a mile. Sometime in the pocket, and I'm going to throw it away. And our offense looks pretty weak in the first drive of the game. We started off pretty strong. I think if we would have scrambled instead of trying to throw it down the field on that one clear scramble opportunity, that could have changed a lot. Corey comes into the game, one of the best punters in football. That's not a great one. What's up, Marshall? Let's hope you get a touchdown this game, bud.
They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers. I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league.
And Phillip Rivers, in his 2nd season as the Broncos quarterback, mixed results. Now, last time we faced Denver, we beat them 55-7 in a playoff game. So they're... Oh, and C.J. Anderson coming out with a vengeance this game. 11-yard run to start things off.
How many times do we say in this game kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
Alrighty, 6 comments on this video. Nice.
That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a
And Anderson runs into a wall of white and red. Worth noting, the injury to Hayden Klein sustained last week was a broken tailbone, and he's going to be missing 10 weeks. So he'll be back in time for the playoffs, assuming we make the playoffs. I don't see why we won't, considering we're already 6-0. But, yeah, he was one of the most improved players here early on in the season. So that's a... Oh, Brock Kutza gets right back there. Going to see a little bit more of Dave Canone and Nick Kutza here in the next part of the season.
The defensive starters.
Vince Wilfork is a terrific player. The first thing you notice, obviously, is his size. But his agility will surprise you. He can play defensive end.
Devin Yoakum back. He just had a stinger last game. He's back in 100% here a week later.
Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
And Rivers, no time in the pocket, almost an interception. And Denver's offense doesn't look like it's going to fare much better than ours here early on.
Fundamentals are leaving the game. I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't have any time in the pocket. I didn't catch who was running back there to get him, but somebody was about to have him not be feeling so great about this game. Better punt for Quigley there, I think. Yeah, almost perfect. 4-yard line, and we're going to have to go 96 yards. And against this Broncos defense, that's not an easy task.
Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting.
Play action to start it. That's risky. And I overthrow Eric. And I am not my usual accurate self here early on.
One of the toughest things about playing
And I think if Eric caught that, he would probably take it to the house for 6, but it is what it is. Had plenty of time in the pocket, and I think I made the right decision there too. But just missed him. Maybe, what, 3 yards?
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And if he catches that, this is a completely different game right now. And Dylan gets a yard or two. After a couple impressive runs to start the game, Dylan is not as successful in the next couple of attempts. Definitely a passing situation here. Curious that I'm not going with the shotgun to give me a little bit more time in the pocket. Also curious that we did a play action after a pump fake. And that's pass interference by the looks of things. Yep. And that was a Keeb to Lieb, and I think it was either on Jordan or Austin. I wish they'd show a replay. I didn't catch it. I know I saw it for sure, but I didn't see who the wide receiver was that got destroyed there. And Dylan gets nothing again, but we're going to keep pushing it.
That's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to.
The Broncos just gave us about 40 yards, so play action. And I hit Van Gordon that time, and we moved the chains.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Now they'll run it on
and Dylan, whoa, whoa! How did he do that? Dylan Brown just got a touchdown, 48-yard touchdown run. I thought for sure he was going to go down after like 2 or 3 yards when he ran into the lineman. Let's watch this again. Right there, Aaron pushes him out of the way, and he just takes off. Maybe it was the momentum from Aaron's push, but man, once he was going, there was no catching him either. And Dilly's so quick. That's what makes him so dangerous. Because if he gets that cut, and he has any form of daylight in front of him, he's going to go for it. And that's a 96-yard drive, helped out by a 40-yard penalty on the pass interference on a Keeb to Lieb, who's usually more than solid. We'll take it. And this game doesn't have the looks of another blowout like we saw a year ago, but certainly isn't looking good for Denver here early on. You see Sean McIntosh there. He's been improved this season.
You feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
And Phillip Rivers finds Emmanuel Sanders talon the hay on the tackle.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually
and that's Troy Fichette getting back there, and that play action might have screwed over Phillip Rivers there. At first I liked it, but then Troy just exploded back in that pocket. Next thing you knew, Phillip Rivers was on the ground. Troy was on top of him. Just look at that hustle. Oh, man. And that changes this drive now. They got to go 13 yards, and on our defense, I don't like their chances. Yeah, man, Troy's a beast on this. He's a beast in real life. What am I talking? There he is again! Oh, he hit him! He hit Phillip Rivers on the run. The pressure was on. You saw Phillip Rivers getting rid of that before another sack ensued. Troy has 28.5 career sacks now. Within a year and a half, you'll definitely take that. Nice kick there. Collins going to take it. Collins not going to get much. 8 yards. And our offense not having to go 96 yards this time. And if we could score on this drive, you got to think we'll be putting it on autopilot. Is Troy the one? Yeah, Troy's a beast, man. He's like a 99 overall. I made all of his like athletic stats like maxed. Oh, Dylan got nowhere. That was rough. His like speed's like a 90, his strength's like a 95. You see, this is an alternate universe where Troy just became addicted to lifting weights at like 8 years old and was just like, ugh, ugh. And now he's just a well-oiled machine. He can play any position. And Dylan's gonna get a crack, and he gets nowhere again. And night and day from last drive is Dylan here. And Aqib Talib stops him 3 yards back, trying to make up for that mistake last drive. See Zach Kimball giving it his all there, but couldn't get that block. And 3rd and 13, definitely a passing situation. And our offense is more than capable of doing this, but can we do it against the Broncos defense? I don't think we'll luck out with another pass interference call. And wow, we're lucky that wasn't intercepted in the pick 6. Roby.
Such a timing route is sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
All right. And here comes Corey again. Second punt of the game for him. And the Rams beat up on the Giants. Chicago got a win against Tampa Bay. What? Corey almost kicks it out of the stadium. Oakland's 7-1. They're in our division. So is Denver. That looked like it was a good game. Both teams had the same record.
You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy.
C.J. Anderson having mixed results early on here. But, I mean, he's averaging 4 yards a carry, which is more than solid for a running offense against our defense.
A good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
And no time in the pocket for Phillip Rivers again. That offensive line not doing a very good job protecting their quarterback. As it seems every time he drops back to pass, he has one of us in his face. Hard to do anything. He gets it out, and that's a drop pass. And I don't know who number 14 is.
Watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now.
But yeah.
You can't run with the ball until you catch it.
Phillip Rivers did exactly what he had to do there, but his wideout drops a crucial third and 6. Quigley. It's been incredible. And Colin gets a yard. Interesting decision to run that back, I guess. All right, and our offense is coming out yet again. What is this, the 4th time already? Denver's got 1 first down this game, maybe? Maybe 2? I don't know. They haven't done anything on offense, though. And Dylan's going to take it and get 7. And Dylan is so interesting to watch because he's either going to get you like 10 yards or 50 yards or no yards. There's like... It's really interesting to see him run because he's an all or nothing type of runner. And I'm down. I was so fucked. Jones with a sack. And Denver's got 2 sacks to our 1. So as much as I want to talk about how Denver's offensive line isn't protecting Phillip Rivers, I mean,
But sometimes they take too long to develop.
Our offensive line not doing so good against a really good defense here.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So 3rd and 15, and an
Definitely passing.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Time in the pocket, and I'm going down anyway. Von Miller. And that's not going to go well for our offense here.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Will Monday now.
Corey coming out yet again.
So he's on to punt it away.
Our offense put together one drive that was really held up by that pass interference call. And wow, what a punt for Corey.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down.
Kicks it all the way to the other end of the field. He was at the 1 yard line when he kicked it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way.
Denver's going to need to look for something to fix this offense here. Just need a big play to get them back in it. And that's not going to happen here. Nice juke, though.
So who will step up here?
He still loses 2 yards. Troy and Gavin on the tackle.
Talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same
and that's Tammy.
to make plays in the backfield, similar to that.
They move the chains, and that's going to be the last play of the quarter. Phillip Rivers got hit. Looks like Nick Kutza with a tackle. Welcome to the stream, viewer number 3. Please leave a comment. Let us know who you are. Tell me if you got huge balls or no balls.
EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
Can you guys hear Dolph eating this rawhide bone? He's just chomping, and that's all I can hear.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
My nose is really stuffy today for some reason, and Anderson's not going to go anywhere.
Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now
Devin Yoakum, and I mean there was just a pile of bodies on him there. Kutza, Yoakum, Juicy, they were all there.
But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Rivers now on second down.
Rivers gets hit by Colton Colby there before he could get the ball out.
The intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And poor Phillip Rivers, man. He is getting no help. They're going to have to start going to the screen passes and little duck and dive passes. And he's going to get hit there, and that's a fumble. Colton Colby's going to pick it up. Brock Kutza with a force. And we're going to go ahead and be at the 9-yard line. And is this the time, Marshall Brown? Is this the moment? Is it going to happen? I don't think so, but hopefully it could.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure.
I mean, Phillip Rivers just like, no, threw it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, That usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game.
That turnover could be the tipping point for this ball game. We're probably going to run it. And yeah, Dylan's going to stutter step and get it to the 4. I don't know how he fought through that much. Little Dylan, man. They've allowed -1 passing yards. That's any indication to how our passing game has been going. We've had a couple of completions, but... And that's pass interference. I think that was Alex Livingston we were trying to go. That would have been his first career touchdown. And guaranteed we're going to run it in, probably. Nope. Eric drops it. Let's get Marshall Brown in the end zone.
But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
And somehow Dylan doesn't get a touchdown. I swear, if we don't get a touchdown, and we go for a field goal again from the 1-yard line, I'm going to be pissed.
I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own...
Nate Reich is probably going to get it, and that's false start on John Willie.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He dropped it.
And AVG had it and drops it.
So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now on
And we're going to kick a field goal from the 6.
And this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just...
All right, so not the type of drive we were hoping to get when we get the ball at the 9-yard line, but...
This will be fielded at the 6.
Emmanuel Sanders. If he gets by Cody, maybe he has a touchdown there. Nice return.
Set to take the field.
I'm not really sweating Denver's offense.
That's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Their offensive line has been able to do nothing. So, I mean,
They've struggled moving the ball.
what am I supposed to be afraid of?
Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And Anderson will get a yard. Colton Colby there to stop him.
It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if
And 2 passing yards. I mean, the amount of sacks in this game has just been unreal. And whoa, Juicy stuffing that pass.
The spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers.
Time in the pocket for Rivers for once. He doesn't get it out in time.
So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
He had plenty of time to find an open guy, but he didn't find the one he wanted, so he throws it away.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now this is going to carry well
Interesting.
into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see.
Are you guys
and last time they got 3
catching the stream still? Am I still streaming?
When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I just got a notification on my screen. I don't know if you can see that on your end, but
Well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great
okay, yeah, I got a pop-up on the right corner of my screen that said my internet connection was too poor to support streaming or something. Has there been a drop in quality or anything?
That was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great
Van Gordon catches it.
open receiver complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to
Put some mustard on it. I dunk on that mustard.
Usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Alright, so it's just my PlayStation being dumb, I think.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
And Dylan gets a yard.
Stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. Couple of Broncos there.
Outside of that big 48-yard run, Dylan is just... He hasn't done it. That's every game, though. I say that every game. He gets that 1 or 2 big runs, and it makes him look a lot better than what he actually has been. I mean, I'm not complaining, because, I mean, those big plays usually result in 6 points for us. And Eric's going to catch it and drop it. And I'm down on the ground. And I'm 3 for 10. Come into the game passing almost 75% in the season. And now I'm only passing for 30%. And I think Rick had that long enough that might have been a fumble. We might have lucked out on that call.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And I find Van Gordon again.
That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the
Big hit on Van Gordon, too.
where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there.
Austin really being the only receiver I've been able to hit consistently. Dylan's going to run it again here. And if he stays up after that hit, he probably has another 6 points, but only gets 1 yard there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
A 1 yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series?
And he gets nowhere that time.
If that's the case,
You cannot run into the teeth of the defense and expect results.
1 yard run. Hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Time running out here on the
3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
And I missed my receiver.
Incomplete.
Marshall Brown not happy about it. I think he wants a flag. Let's see if we can get a replay here. I have time in the pocket, and I go to throw it, and I just overthrow Marshall.
He's been terrific so far.
I don't think there was anything close to the flag there, but interesting we're not going for the field goal, as that would be a 60-yarder, and that's like Damien's comfort range. That's his warm-up range. He's kicked a 69-yard field goal before.
And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And 3 and out.
But
last drive, no
Broncos, if they don't get a score in the first half, I don't know if they can stay in this game.
Put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives gives you a better chance to do it.
And C.J. Anderson runs into Troy. And that's not an efficient style of running when you run right into Troy for check.
This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another one.
And he tries running it up the middle. And remember when he was averaging 4 yards a carry, and after the first 4 carries of the game, and he had 16 yards? Yeah, he's lost 4 yards in the next 5 carries.
Attacking and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield.
John Pribble and Dave Canone on the tackle there.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
And Rivers, nope. Oh, he fights off Troy, but he can't fight off Colton Colby. And I think that's Colton's 6th sack of the season, or 7th. He's got a few. Watch this again. You see Troy here. Hits him. Somehow he's still up. But then, yeah, he wasn't getting out of the second hit. Offensive line did what it was supposed to do. He just looking for a guy that wasn't there, I guess. I don't know what Phillip Rivers was doing there. But with our dangerous defense giving us this, you know, short space to get to the punter and block a punt. And we almost had it. And somehow he gets it all the way down the field. Man, it's like watching a hockey game.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to push it, put people away.
Everything is good. Sorry, I keep yawning. Ooh, weird play action there. All sorts of space in the pocket. We're going to get that to Zach Kimball. Breaks a tackle. Gets the first down. Nice play.
11 yards on the pickup, and that enables them to also pick up the first.
And they pick up a first down, and that came
Zach Kimball is the highest rated skills position player we got. We don't use him a lot, but he is ranked. He is a level, not level, 94 rating. And we go for a real end around this time. No success. I think Austin Van Gordon is 90 overall. I think I'm an 84. Dylan's an 86. Eric has slipped and he's only an 88. So, I mean, offensive line, I think they're all ranked like 90 except for John Willie and Matt Slauson. But, yeah, Zach is the highest rated offensive player we got in terms of skills players. And we hardly use him just because he's a fullback. But he's really versatile. He could play tight end, and I'm down again. Roby gets a sack that time. And both teams getting into the pocket, disrupting the pass, getting the quarterback on the ground, and just not a good day to be a quarterback in this stadium. This is what happens when two of the best NFL defenses in history collide. Last season, we dropped 55 on them. I don't think that's happening this game. No time. I was going to say there's no time left because once I'm back there for 3 seconds and I see a couple of the linemen starting to slip, I know I'm done. You can see Phil fighting. But Von Miller is just, he's Von Miller. And that's the 5th sack of the game for the Broncos.
Here's Will Monday now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Corey's been busier than usual this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Sanders now to return. Still on his feet. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And Emmanuel Sanders gets it. Goes about 8 yards. Goes down. Phillip Rivers 3 for 10. I mean, he's not doing much worse than I am.
Back to Denver right after this.
If it wasn't for a fluke 48-yard run for Dillon and then a fumble, this game would be scoreless. Everything is good.
2 minutes time, we'll hand
And
you off
Brown.
to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
2 yards per passing attempt for Phillip Rivers. That's I think that's encroachment on Colton.
The defense for jumping.
Yes, sir.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll
That's
cost
gonna
them
move
5
the
yards.
chains. Coach don't like it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First down, Rivers.
And he misses his receiver.
It's incomplete. He was looking for
Good
his
idea,
timing
but he
change.
just needed to wait a quarter of a second and let his wide receiver just turn around and look at him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finding his target, it's Cody Lamb.
My audio cuts out.
And this time he's able
And
to
that's
take
an
it
injury.
down
That's Sean
32.
McIntosh. Sean McIntosh just went out with an injury,
A
guys.
little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
That could be a huge hit to our defense that's already missing Hayden Klein.
By Tammy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's not what I wanted to see
One of his advantages of a passer is in that
mid-season.
setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other
Hoping he
quarterbacks
comes
get
back this game.
different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
Sean's name does not come up too much in the box score. He doesn't come up too much in making big plays, but he is one of the best in football at bottling up the lead receiver for the other team. And losing that weapon is going to be a huge detriment to our defense.
That'll bring up second down.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop.
And he had time in the pocket.
To bring his arms down.
And he's just
Couldn't get it,
rid
though.
of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing.
Oh, he has no time. But it's a screen.
And that play
And if he just would have went to the left side of that guy instead of running at him, he would have had a first down, I think. But interesting decision there to just, you know, keep going where he was going instead of cutting to the right. I mean left. And they're going to have to kick a 53-yard field goal.
And stop it before they could get a first down.
And this one will not get there.
They're not going to do it.
Anyway, it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
That was a terrible kick.
Gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something
Not even
big.
close, man.
Crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left
Alex
side,
Livingston.
it's complete.
There's another timeout on the field here.
Now whistles come in.
Interesting that we're passing it in this situation.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brendan Roby having a really busy game.
Brandon going alongside Charles Davis, so the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got
Jordan Pribble
complete.
gets us into field goal range.
Not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know what our offense is doing here, walking down the field.
They'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Are we gonna kick a field goal? I don't see what good a field goal does, as it still would be a 2-possession game technically.
First down. Here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 13.
Interesting call to not at least try to go for one Hail Mary down the field, but almost blocked there by whoever number 28 is. He made a great effort trying to get that.
Solid analogy, I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will
Corey boots it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And do the Broncos kneel it here? Looks like it. Instead of trying to take a shot downfield.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Guess it's hard to argue.
And what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos have
not much to report. Neither team's offense able to get anything going.
Weeks of shaky football. The Diablos are trying to stay on the attack and are not allowing the momentum to shift away from them. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. It's going to be a run play here, and he'll go in for a score. They strike first in the half. Diablos on offense. First quarter winding down to once again sack the QB. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Midway through the second quarter. They're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a loss of 9.
That one's probably my favorite sack of the game.
So that's it for us. We'll go back now.
Alright, so a whole bunch of sacks and not a lot of scoring in the first half.
And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess
is that Sean I see?
Some adjustments that can be made.
Yeah, that's number 14.
Down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks.
But I wonder if that's just an animation or if he's actually back in the game. I don't see him out there now. Oh, what a big hit from Juicy, and that's going to take Tammy out of the game.
Like we've got a Bronco that's banged up
no shit. Juicy just hit him so hard. He like broke him. Oh man. That was a huge hit. Yeah, I bet your midsection hurts, bro.
And on the outside they're playing press coverage.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing Sean out there now. Must just be an animation thing because he's still on the depth chart. And there's a flag. Let's see what the call is. Offensive holding. We'll take that. Would have been a 7-yard completion.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down.
And another fumble. Troy Fitchett's going to cover.
And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigs get it to 7-yard.
That's the second time we've gotten a fumble return within the 10-yard line.
He's been on the turf a whole lot
Just the mistakes are what's making the Broncos lose, man. They gave up a big run to Dillon. That was more their mistake and not guarding that play. And then these two fumbles are going to result in us getting the ball in the 10-yard line. We're probably going to score on this drive unless we turn it over.
They split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for me.
Let's get it to Marshall.
Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way
He's open.
and try to increase your
We're going to go to Austin.
best way to do it. Touchdowns.
Doesn't make sense.
This time at the 5-yard line.
An offensive holding on Phil. God damn it, Phil. Now we gotta go 17 yards. Doesn't matter, we probably weren't gonna get a touchdown anyway. We're probably gonna get to the 1-yard line, then kick another field goal.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's gonna fight his way.
Interesting animation there.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He needed a
defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level
defense,
3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level.
Try it one more time here. And we're gonna run it with Dillon again. And we're gonna get the ball back to the 9. Certainly gonna be a passing situation now. No idea why we're running when we needed 17 yards and 3 downs anyway, but what do I know? I'm just watching this game. Get it to Marshall Brown in the motherfucking end zone. Get it out! You cunt! I'm mad. I'm triggered, bro. We're gonna kick another field goal from within the 10-yard line. We did that 4 times in one game a couple games ago.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
They're kicking it now. I'm bent.
His kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
We have 1 touchdown.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Set now to kick this one away.
All right.
And off it goes.
Denver's running out of time to get an offense going here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, anytime we kick, I'll do that some night. I seriously will. One of these nights when I don't have to work the next day or something.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still.
We'll see how drunk I get by the end of the game. That sounds like something to do for the Super Bowl on this or something, though. Big game. And Green sheds a tackle. I'd die. I probably have about 15 shots in the game. Nick Coots it with a tackle. Still not seeing a 14 out there. And here's hoping Sean is only going to miss a game or 2. C.J. Anderson gets nowhere.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get a tee off on the quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First down.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
So in his first 10 attempts, Phillip Rivers only completed 3 passes. And the next 10, I mean, he's only done 9, but he's already completed 6 out of those 9. So definitely an uptick in efficiency for Phillip Rivers, and he's going down again. That's Troy Fichette again. Troy is beasting, bro. I like that little celebration roar.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance.
And I thought maybe this play action would throw him off, but no.
Oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defense.
Looking to jam
There was just no resistance, man.
Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Yeah, Troy's just beasting, dude.
Second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking.
Oh, Devin could have had it. Man.
Him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that.
Receiver had it in his hands. We hit him. It pops out. Devin has it in his hands. He drops it. Both teams are disappointed right now. What a punt, dude. 3-yard line.
This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
Quigley is just having a great game as a punter.
And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time.
Knock on wood.
3 points because they were well within
We don't have any turnovers yet.
See if they can do better now.
I believe we are on a 4-game no turnover streak for our offense. Hoping we can keep that up.
That's going to help in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Dylan's somehow still up. All right. 8 yards there.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
See that 7 targets for Austin, but I'm sure his receptions don't reflect that. Time in the pocket, and it collapses. We get it to Austin, but they knock it out of his hands. Nice play there from Brandon Marshall.
As we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind.
Good play. I escaped the pocket pressure from Von Miller right here. I get the ball out, and I get it right where I needed to. Just a good awareness play for Brandon Marshall to get that ball out of his hands. And it's worth noting those 2 fumbles from Dylan this season, because he only had 3 all season last year. And there's going to be a holding call on the play here. They might decline it, though. Yep. We're going to go ahead and punt it. Corey once again, and our offense is still struggling. I know we're winning all of our games, but man, it doesn't bode well. Cody and Talon hauling ass there.
It's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us
Devin Yoakum waiting at the line of scrimmage, basically. Devin's been big time this game. Troy's been big time.
We're trying to win a game.
Colton's been pretty big. Brock.
For an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Those total yards, 32. Denver needs to get something going, and it's not going to be there. Brock Kutza hitting him as soon as he gets the ball, basically, there.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again.
16-0.
Forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Broncos really looking to need a score here. There's a flag, probably a holding call. And that's a nice play. Too bad it's going to be all for naught. Yep.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing.
They'd have to draw up that exact play again and make it work exactly the same way, I think. It was a nice play. Just...
From the gun, Rivers.
Oh, he gets it out, but he was hit as he threw it. Pressure in the pocket, and that was Rob Kimball that time.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
Watch it here. Phillip Rivers getting hit as he throws it. Rob Kimball on the contact.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Denver.
And yet another punt. It's like Punt Fest 2017 here.
This is taken at the 18.
Colin fights two guys.
On the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back.
And our sad offense.
A 3 and out, my friend.
And you gotta think, if we score a touchdown on this drive, we essentially clinch the game, as that would make it almost a 4-possession game.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
Dylan.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Almost averaging 5 yards a carry.
Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's been our offense today. I know he's been really inconsistent, but...
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There's Marshall Brown. First down. And if first downs were touchdowns, Marshall Brown would have a hell of a lot more than anybody else on the team, I think. That's his first catch of the game. I think it's only his 2nd target, and the only one that was even near his hands. It's not a strong game for our passing game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, we always just kick the fucking field goal. We never get the touchdown. It's pathetic, man. Hey, Dolph.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
And there's Marshall again. He gets hit by 2 guys. I got the ball where it needed to be. Marshall did a valiant job trying to
As tight ends go, he might not provide
hold
the
it.
super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop.
No time in the pocket. We get the ball to Nate Reish, who's going to move the chains and then keep going. And keep going to the 30. What a play. And I'm not even passing 50% of the day.
31 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them.
That was a nice play for Nate Reish.
Quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield.
And if he could just dodge that tackle there, the one that he went and had to stiff arm on, if he could turn on the Jets and burn him like Dylan could, he would have had 6. I think that was the 2nd biggest play for our offense today.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all he kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Well, nice long drive so far, with a big play.
Here in the play clock winding down.
And that's going to be a pitch to Dylan.
And he will lose
And
yardage back to the 34-yard.
if he waits for his blocker, maybe he could burst out, but he doesn't. He wants to challenge the defender one-on-one. Not as much success here. You see there, he's got the blockers there, but he runs past his blocker, runs right into the guy. 3rd and 13. We're back in field goal range. So if we somehow don't convert here, we're probably going to kick another field goal. And Eric catches it. He caught it on the other side of the first down. Guaranteed we're going to be fucking kicking him.
This is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
This is dumb.
Some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
So Damien has been our offense.
Automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Denver's still only 3 touchdowns away from tying the game, or winning the game. Are they going to do it? Probably not, but you think we got to try to get a shot to just make it more than a 3-possession game there.
Once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense.
Oh, he's down Troy.
He's going to hit his man out of the
waiting for him.
complete.
Troy with a big game today. 5 tackles, 2 sacks, a fumble recovery.
Really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he gets it complete to
Nice play there.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
He misses his receiver. Wide open receiver. Time in the pocket. Phillip Rivers not having a good game. Historically, he hasn't had good games against us.
They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And probably spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back.
Can we please get one more touchdown? Just one. We haven't had one since the first quarter on a fluke running play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose.
Dylan has lost 6 yards in the last 2 drives in running.
Full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Dolphy.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets.
Dylan's now lost 7 yards in the last 2 drives.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
And if we run it again here, which we do, Nate Reich jukes backwards, loses 6 yards.
So many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will
what a kick for Corey.
Where are they going to spot it now?
You pupper.
18-yard line, it looks like. And
what's up, pup?
Now the Broncos. And down on the
what's your favorite kind of mustard?
To avoid what happened on the last last drive punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter knows
Tennessee's 6-1.
offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got time.
Rivers has time in the pocket. Gets it to Virgil Green. Nice play there.
19 yards there. And it's a first down for the Broncos.
Broncos aren't dead yet.
Coach is always hard on the quarterback.
They barely got a heartbeat, but they might be able to do something.
After the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got
Who was that on that hit?
out, incomplete.
You see there, they were the 5th best passing offense in the league coming into this game. And then our pass rush happened. And
They'll come out in the pistol.
false start again.
Movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Again, it's Rivers.
And he finds his receiver. You gotta think they're gonna have to go for it, right?
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
I mean, if you want to try to win this game, you got to start making these chances. They're going for it. For once, I wish we'd go for it. Misses receiver.
Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Good boy, Dolph.
The game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
And another changing of the guard here. We're already in field goal range.
That complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
I just want Marshall to get a touchdown, man. It's been agonizing for him and me. I created him to be a friggin' red zone target. Like, that was supposed to be his job, was to be the guy that we turned to when we needed a target to hit in 3rd and 4th and red zone situations.
So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
Probably gonna run it again.
It's a little bit more pressure on your big
Nope.
offensive line.
I'm gonna go down though. There's a big fumble. Somehow we recover it. Yeah, man, Marshall, he doesn't have a touchdown yet in his career.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
To put that in perspective, Troy Fichette has 2 defensive touchdowns already.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline.
And that was a useless play.
Made sure the feet were inbound.
But at least we haven't turned the ball over.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play.
60-yard attempt.
Time in the receiver drills, getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That's good.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it.
I mean, he's done that
But I tell you, that was one heck of a kick.
like a dozen times already in his career. Damian Johnson has been a huge kicker.
The outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Yeah, Marshall, I think, had like 55 catches last season. He has something like 22 this season. Somehow, none of those 70-something catches have gone into the end zone.
When they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my
What a
defense.
fucking hit. John Pribble putting it to him.
I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Gavin Breezy been quiet today.
Hold up their end.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Sanders has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
William Ford been really quiet today, except for a couple of really big hits. Alex St. Germain been quiet. Curtis Smithers been quiet. Bad snap. Somehow still has time in the pocket. Incomplete. 14 for 33. That's like historically bad.
Here's Ryan Quigley now.
I mean, yeah, they ain't gonna fuck around again.
Fielded at the 20. A beautiful fake. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Dylan runs into a pile. Trying to get over the century mark again. I think that'd make it 4 or 5 games in a row that he's hit that.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll give it here to his running
And he's going to get it there. 102 yards.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that last run,
He's been better this season.
I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Probably a pass situation here.
Expecting pass.
And play action, no time in the pocket. I'm down again. Shane Ray again.
Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I think that's the 6th or 7th sack of the game. Our offense not doing much to stop this Broncos defense. Our offense not doing much to hurt the Broncos defense either. Like, yeah, we got a bunch of field goals.
Here's Will Monday now, as he's on to kick it away.
And I think if Denver doesn't score on this drive, the game is officially over.
And this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to,
because I mean, I've seen teams get 2 touchdowns within 4 minutes.
You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On the right side, caught by Green. Give him a couple.
Yeah, man, there's been so many kicks.
So similar to last week's
I hate it.
story here, the numbers not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got one, sometimes two guys just draped all over it.
Neither team's offense is looking good.
A little bit of distance, you know, get him some space because
Dylan has 100 rushing yards, but half of that was on one play. That's a first down.
Just get him out there, give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter.
The difference there, Gavin and Breezy letting a little bit of space. I think if Sean McIntosh is out there, that play doesn't happen. Breezy Springs isn't as great a place as McIntosh Island. And there it is again. Again, if Sean McIntosh is there, that play doesn't happen. You see him on the sideline. He's excited still.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
So I think that's 2 consecutive passes that would have been stopped by Sean.
To the air again here, Rivers. And Sanders has got it complete.
And again, Gavin was in the area.
5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what. But
I mean, these short passes are great, but I mean, they should have been going to him a quarter ago, not now.
Defenders, you know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that spot, and then come back in the opposite direction and hit open receivers. Today, what we're seeing is him just kind of locking on to people.
Phillip Rivers up to 50%.
Maybe he has just too much confidence in his arm. For whatever reason, not nearly as sharp or crisp as we saw in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. To throw is Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's the difference there. Cody Putney was on him. Usually it'd be Gavin. Gavin is slightly better than Cody, and Cody probably would have been able to affect that play a little better.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Denver just burning so much time on this drive.
First down, Rivers. And it's caught over the middle.
There's a flag. That's on the offense, and that's going to hurt.
Back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game.
And another flag.
Right away and see if he holds up.
A false start this time. And that's 15 yards and penalties right there. That's not helping their cause when they're trying to come back. That's another false start. Wow. Denver finally starts to get a rhythm on offense. But then out of nowhere, they lose it.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
This is ridiculous. What's happening?
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to
They're all the way back to their 37.
Rivers again.
Okay, 1st and 35.
Going right side here.
Okay, they got some back.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Still 2nd and 29 though.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And just when our defense is starting to look human, the Broncos' offensive line does the work for us.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the
CJ gets 10 yards back, but
11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Sheds a Troy Fichette tackle.
That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
False start.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes
And again.
the flag.
Okay.
9th play of the drive.
We'll
now
take
on
it.
3rd and a country mile. In the backfield is Anderson. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And now movement again. And march even further backward.
This is broken. This isn't right.
Now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
People would be fired, okay?
Wide open receiver complete. And the stop here.
And somehow they get 20 yards there.
22 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Broncos, I think, have to go for it.
Not just in my playing career, but you and I working together. Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
John Pribble, Julian Taylor on the tackle.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
And I think the game's already over, but Broncos apparently going to try.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down.
Yep. Brock Kutza just won the game for us. Officially clinched it.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays.
I mean, if Denver somehow gets a touchdown on that play or in a play or two, then they still have 4 time stoppages, you know, 3 timeouts and 2-minute warning. You could argue that they could get that touchdown and then another touchdown and an onside kick.
Last time had to punt it though. What's the key to this drive?
But yeah, you're not. Game's over, man. We're gonna run it down their throat now with Dylan.
Give us an opportunity. Protect the passer.
They're gonna stop the clock
Let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins.
here.
Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Looks like we're gonna win 22-0. Maybe we'll get a touchdown. Maybe we'll kick yet another field goal, making it 2-4-6 in the game for Damian Johnson. I'm hoping we don't have to see yet another field goal.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down.
Dylan, a big usage chunk today. 30 attempts.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good...
Probably a passing situation. No, we're going to run it with Nate Reish. And he's going to go. Nate Reish is going to get 6 points.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Well, that's the thing that happened. Our 2 touchdowns came on a pair of 48-yard runs. I mean, that was 49, but you might as well just say they were both 48, 49, 50 yards.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
All right.
His kick plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And
No, the Broncos are going to let us shut him out.
Waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Big hit from Dave Canone.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second.
Corey Latimer's having a pretty solid game. Defensive MVP, I don't think there's a question. It's got to be Troy. Offensive MVP, it's got to go to Dylan. Nobody else has done anything except for Nate Reich on one run and one catch. Dylan's been the only consistent factor in our offense today.
Now a second down throw for Rivers.
Time in the pocket. He hit his receiver. Good awareness from Julian Taylor. The second pass deflection of the game.
When you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver.
And he's been a blanket.
Ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds?
Now I am going to stick around here after the game just so we can see how long Sean's out, because that is one of the biggest hits to our defense. I mean, Hayden's a big hit, but we have guys that can step up and do what he does for the most part. Dave Canone's not a bad option. Nick Kutza. But, I mean, nobody is as good as Sean. And, wow, Phillip Rivers hit again.
He throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Colton Colby with the pressure. St. Germain might have been able to have an interception. Interesting call to kick it. I guess they don't want us to crack 30. Colin, again, he doesn't do the fair catch.
It's a 46-yard
Interesting decision there, too. Alright, so 26 seconds left. 29-0.
The dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
They have 3 timeouts. I don't see why they even bother using them, though.
That's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.
Yeah, they're not going to bother. That's going to be game right there.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off.
And we beat the Broncos to go to 7-0. Very, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and just skip this post-game bullshit. All right, so just show you guys here the box score. And not a good day. Only 50%. 150 yards. No touchdowns. Dylan Brown. I mean, you look at the average. That's not a good average. And especially when half his yards came on one play. Nobody really stood out on receptions today. When your leading receiver only has 3 catches, you know your passing game is not there. Aaron with 4 pancake blocks. Troy with 10 tackles, 2 sacks. Devin Yoakum with 7 tackles. Canone steps up in Hayden Klein's absence. Gavin with 6 tackles. Check out the sacks here. See here, 5 for 5. Damian Johnson, solid as they come. Corey, 8 punts. Alright, now let's get to the nitty gritty here. See what the prognosis is on Sean. So week 9 is our next game. Just to see who we're facing real quick. We're going to be facing the Chiefs, but we're going to be at home. Alright, let's check this out. Seven weeks. So we're going to lose Hayden for 9 and Sean for 7. You see Sean's overall, 95. You know, I'm not kidding when I say he's ranked one of the best on the team. You take a look here, and he's right here. Only Troy Fichette and Devin Yoakum rank higher than him. Guards, I'm not really counting too much. Dakota, believe it or not, he started as an 83. He just progressed. Phil and Aaron, I think we're both ranked, but I think Phil was a 92 last season. And you see there's Zach. I'm not kidding when I say he's ranked higher than everybody on offense either. Eric's actually lost another point. Marshall's right there, same with his brother. And here I am, all the way down here. You see, I'm not giving myself some super ability. You know, I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about everybody. Alright, so I guess that's going to do it, guys. Losing Sean for that amount of time. You know, what is it, 7 weeks from now? It's going to be week 16. We'll have him back by the end of the season. And we'll have Hayden back in playoffs. But, I mean, that's 2 huge components to our defense. When you look at our defensive depth chart here, now all of a sudden we go from having a 95 lining up here and an 89 lining up here to an 89 and an 83. Sean being a 95, he's out. Hayden Klein no longer going to be our run stopper in the middle with Juicy. I mean, they were incredible in the middle. And yeah, that's a big hurt, dude. All right. Thanks you guys for tuning in. I'll see you later.